Hey guys, and welcome back to Tabletop Geeks. Today we're going to be doing our roleplay session. We're going to be doing Dark Heresy, and we're doing a mission pack that I've created called the Eightfold Murders. So, do you guys want to just introduce your characters a little bit so then the guys can know them?
Yeah, sure. I'm playing Gauss, the High Wall Guardsman. Special notes about him: he's 5'2" and 7 stones. He's a very short man with dark skin, dark blonde hair, and blue eyes. When we made it, we were a bit like,
Yeah.
edgy. And he's got a persistent cough because he lives in the high world, and he's basically just a guardsman, isn't he? Yeah. Believes in the Emperor.
I'm going to be playing Gunnar, who's a void-born scum, and to be honest, I can't remember much about it.
She was born on a merchant vessel.
Yeah.
Her entire thing is that she was actually caught poaching. So the Inquisitor she now works for basically caught her and turned around and said, right, I either kill you or you come and work for me. So she took the option where she gets to live.
Yeah, for reference, Cathrine knows nothing about Warhammer 40k.
Nothing.
So it's a great experience for her. So lots of little lore dumps coming away from Dan here. Your character's very tall, aren't you?
Yeah.
Relatively tall, yeah,
I think
because
she's
void-born.
7'2".
Yeah, because she's a void-born.
Yeah, very lanky.
Quite skinny, very long fingers.
Yeah.
That was her
But didn't
defiant-
have
one of
like
her defining
grey
things.
skin.
Yeah,
Honestly,
very
quite
pale
long.
skin. You also had pale skin.
I think hers was like
Unnaturally pale.
Unnaturally pale.
And you had black hair
Black hair.
and blue eyes.
Nearly bold, aren't you? Nearly bold.
So, Will,
Hi, I'm playing Wolf. I am bald. I'm also very tall, very fair skin, and a crack shot with a rifle.
You're an assassin, aren't you?
Yes.
Imperial
Don't
World
tell
Assassin.
people.
You're an Imperial
Imperial
World
World Assassin.
Assassin.
I don't
It's
think
not,
you're going to make it a secret. You're just going to be like, I'm an assassin.
it's not a it's not like a like for you who do know about 40k. It's not like a what they call the Vindicator Assassins or an Eviscerator Assassin.
Yeah, but they're like
It's-
the elites. The elites
Yeah.
are like weapons.
This is a death cult assassin. So
Yeah.
someone who basically
Just doing a
worships
job.
death.
It's pretty sort of doing a job, though, isn't it, really?
More like a bounty hunter style
yeah.
assassin than an actual
But no tech
military
priest this
assassin.
time.
No tech priest.
Because they're kind of weird to roleplay.
They are. Also no psychers right now. If the guys die,
I'm thinking about
they
it.
may go psycho.
Because I saw some of the stuff they're doing online.
I like tech police. I like tech police.
Yeah, I just...
There's a bit of a pain.
What I know about 40k is they're just a bit like...
Yes.
I love toasters. You know what I mean? So, that is natural memes.
Let's
Ancient
jump in.
world tech.
Yeah. We'll jump in.
So, you guys have been sent to the Mithras system. So it's a system with multiple planets in it. Sorry, you've been sent here because there's been quite a lot of disturbances recently in the local system. So there's been a few uprisings, weird goings on, and stuff like that. You've been working for your Inquisitor Bloodraven, for quite a while now. You've never worked together though, so this is your first one where you've been deployed as a squad, as you guys.
So not really on first name basis with the Inquisitor.
No, you've worked with the Inquisitor.
Oh, so
It's-
first
you
name.
guys, you guys don't necessarily. You guys haven't worked as a team.
Oh, as a team.
Just you guys.
Are we just the three of us?
Yes. So you've been sent to Mithras Secundus, to try and solve a murder.
Sounds really familiar, Secundus.
It's because it's a very, very common second part of a name because it's just the second
Okay.
planet.
No, I was like...
Yeah. So you've been sent to Mithras Secundus is a hive planet. You've been sent to the primary hive. You're currently in the upper levels in the murder scene. One wall is completely made out of glass, looking over the city. Still bustling with life even at this late stage.
Never sleeps, baby.
Twinkling lights that are like the stars are everywhere, apart from the sky, because the sky is completely blacked over with smog and crap and horribleness.
Natural starlight.
Fireflies.
They won't exist, they're dead. We killed them a long time ago.
In the centre of the room lies a body. It's in the centre of a circle drawn around the floor. It has been disemboweled. So, can each one of you quickly just make a check for me? So that's on a D100. What rolled?
54.
60.
20.
Okay. So, you guys don't notice this, but Will does. Will notice that the heart has been removed, as has much of the skin.
How do I miss that? Again.
The circle itself is covered in runes. Would any of you like to take a check on the runes? That's all.
Can do it.
You're the literate one.
Yeah.
I think you have to
You're
read
also
them.
literate.
Yeah, you're also literate.
Yeah, but I'm also can't stand in the corner, being all shady.
I knew he'd be next round.
What do I roll?
Can you? Okay. So, you do notice that they are runes. They are not runes that you recognise, so they're not of low Gothic, because that's what you speak. Could you just roll some dice for me?
Yeah.
Yes, please. What did you roll?
60.
Okay.
It's quite common.
Okay, cool. Something bad just happened to you, but you don't know what.
Do I recognise the runes since I've got high Gothic and low Gothic?
You do not recognise them, but can you roll some dice for me, please?
11.
You get a very, very strange feeling from them, though. They do not feel like they're natural. It makes you feel very, very uncomfortable.
I'm leaving. I'll wait outside.
Something very bad has happened to me, and I don't know what yet.
Okay. Maybe down the house. This is a world full of prejudice, racism, and
Okay, the body is nailed to the floor by its hands and feet. It was obviously killed after being nailed down, because you can see that the holes where the nails were have been a bit widened because it's been quite obviously struggling as it's been disemboweled. There is a lot of blood. The room itself is finely furnished, but you can see that the finery is only surface deep. The furnishings are of poor quality. Much of the room is in disarray. It's obvious that the victim fought hard. So can you guys make a perception check for me?
How do we do
So it's just rolling you dice and see compare it against your perception.
11. I'll beat it.
33.
What are we looking for particularly?
See if you notice something.
Can I get advantage because I'm a high roller and this is my...
No.
What's the
Not
benefit
this.
of being a high roller then? 40.
Okay. What did you get? Sorry, Cathrine.
33.
33. You don't pass it.
No.
You both
Pass
do
by
though.
10.
So, you two notice that there has been obvious use of Obscura, which is a very common recreational drug, similar to like marijuana, stuff like that. Yeah, it has that sort of effect.
The marijuana.
It is in a syringe, so it isn't injected, but it's one of those things that's a bit more.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so you can see there's obvious use of this.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like you both to roll initiative, please. So roll D10.
Oh, we're going to shoot each other. Great. I've been looking forward to this one.
Awesome. 6.
8.
Okay, Joe.
I get to take drugs first.
No, you don't get the drugs.
Oh.
You find a sword. It's a short, double-edged blade. The pommel is of black stone. The hilt is wrapped in white leather. The crossguard is a single black wing edged in opal. The blade is tinged black.
This doesn't sound like a good sword
It
to have.
is covered in blood.
Okay, so this is clearly the fucking part of a murder, so...
Are we sure it's a murder yet? Could be suicide.
You think... I was about to say, what, you think he's still alive? How did I find it? Was it just like, oh yeah?
It was
the
scattered
big old-
underneath some of the things.
Oh, scattered underneath.
Yes.
Is the blood like still juicy?
Yes, it is. It is
Very
blood that is fresh.
Fresh. It's been spilled. It's not like good old crusty blood.
Yeah.
Are there any like local police?
There are police here
What are
with
they
you.
called?
In this case, you are currently working with an arbiter and the enforcers. Yeah. The enforcers are your bobbies on the street. Arbiters are more like SWAT, military
detective SWAT.
Yes.
Is there anyone around apart from them and us? No. Civilian wise.
Yes,
there is. Are any of them taking an unusual interest in what we do?
They are not in the crime scene itself. Obviously, they've been removed, but there are multiple staff from the building because this is. Imagine the Empire State Building sort of style, like height. You are at the very top, and it has cleaners, chefs, security.
Yeah, this
all
person
these things.
was like important.
He is. To give you a bit of information about the character, about who has been killed. He's a noble, so he was born into money. He, as you guys can see, because of the Obscura, he is a known Obscura user. So he's been known to frequent the lower hives.
Been in danger then.
Yes. Excuse me. So he's fallen on some hard times in the past. There's been a few issues with money because mummy and daddy aren't paying for things anymore.
Can you blame him when you're just kind of shooting it?
Yeah.
So much I paid for it. Now I'm like, well, get a job.
But there are witnesses. Well, they're not witnesses, but there are people around and things like that.
I'm specifically looking for anyone that's not staff that's just paying attention or seeing interest in what we're doing.
Not at the moment.
Not Gawkers.
Not at the moment, no, because this is the upper hive, so there's a bit more class than that.
A bit more class, and they kind of know to give us a wide berth because.
I just think because if someone's paying undue attention to what we're doing.
Yeah, shoot them.
Yeah.
Cool. I suppose I'll tell the arbiter about the sword. And I'll be like, hey y'all.
Okay.
Hey y'all, found evidence.
I'm just going to check there. So he says that you might want to take it to the armory back at the station because they might be able to tell you where it might come from. Because it's quite obviously quite a well made weapon. It's not just a like a run of the mill very common thing.
Oh yeah,
this sword is very ornate and not necessarily.
When the arbiter do it, or is he just kind you're going to do it?
You are doing it because you've taken over the investigation.
Oh, so it works for us now. Sweet.
He doesn't work for you.
We've taken over the investigation. It means we're in charge.
Yeah.
What it means.
It means that you're in charge of this investigation, but they will help you if you ask.
Oh, some coffee, please. That'll be great. Send an arbiter to get me some coffee, and I feel like I'm going to blast in the back of the head as well.
So
okay, I will wrap her up and put it next to my other weapons, which I'm packing.
Cool.
Packing lots of weapons. I think I'm also the best in weapon skill. Yeah, I'm the best with the sword. Weapon skill 32.
Can you all make a perception test for me?
Perception?
Yes.
I can do that.
56, fail again.
57. I failed by loads.
30. I'm 3 under.
3 under. How much did you fail by, Cathrine? Because 30 doesn't seem like it's a lot you failed by.
Perception is 24.
So you didn't fail by a degree. You failed by a lot.
20.
So you two both notice that there are cameras at the moment. There are cameras inside the penthouse. There are cameras outside the penthouse.
Are they like cameras that like...
Security cameras.
Yeah, you can see them. They're not hidden.
Yeah, they're not necessarily hidden cameras.
Yeah,
They'd be like in the corner. Sorry, I was just looking at a corner there. Yeah, they're in the corner.
There's many corners up there, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just basically watches the peripheral. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask the arbiter, has anyone checked the feed?
Why would we do that? You're ready for that.
So you're telling me between the time of the murder and the time we put up, you guys have just stood here, looking at the wall?
Yeah.
I wonder why they got away with this. Righto.
Can I dig through the body, see if any other organs are missing?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. You gotta lick your fingers before or after?
You can do... Well, you don't have any skills that would help with it, do you?
No.
So, roll some dice.
I've got a dagger.
I got a dagger.
Was that?
28.
28.
No, you fail it. Cool.
Wow.
No, you don't see anything else.
Wow, so you just really messed that body up, didn't you? It's like... Nah.
Just going into the stuff.
Oh, was that the flow? You're like, no.
So, what does everyone want to do now then?
Suppose I go check the
I want to wash my hands.
You said you're on nickel.
Catherine, what's your plan? Okay.
I guess check the CCTV.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go check the CCTV.
None of you going to speak to the officers anymore? See ask about the witnesses?
They
and things
clearly
like that?
don't know anything because they're
Clearly
like,
have just
why
been
would I
stood
go
there
do
like
anything?
lemons.
Well, they haven't. They've been doing other things. They just haven't had a chance to
Okay.
check the cameras.
Okay, you want to go check the cameras? I'll keep talking to Ding Dong over here, who clearly has done nothing for this investigation.
Yeah, I'll go check the cameras.
Okay, so we'll quickly do the cameras because that's going to be nice and quick.
Yeah.
So the cameras have been cut an hour before the murder took place.
All
They
of them,
all of them,
including the outside
the outside ones as well.
Because
So literally,
are there any
from
cameras
the
at
thingy.
two attached buildings on either side of the big building that he was killed in?
there is no side. You are literally in it's like the Empire State Building, but literally it's so tightly packed.
Okay.
It's like what are they called, terraces. But
Are there
it's
any
big
cameras on lower ranked floors that we can check?
literally they've checked every camera and nothing was working for an hour.
Just
Before-
reference, babe. And people at home that don't know, hive walls contain billions of people.
Yes.
Billions upon billions.
They came back online about an hour after the murder took place as well.
Yeah, it takes a while to nail someone to the ground. And that, I mean, if they had themselves a little shoot-up party as well. I mean, it takes a bit of time.
Do the police or whatever
Yeah, please.
is there?
So, yeah.
Do they know exactly what time the murder took place?
It took place about 2 to 3 hours before you arrive. So they've been doing that investigation on like witnesses and things like that whilst you've been arriving, because you were sent here before this.
So there's no.
Because this is not the murder you were sent to solve.
Oh, was it not? Okay.
No.
Yeah, this is just the murder we got.
This is the 8th.
Okay.
The 8th murder of this type.
These guys are really bad at their job. You know what I mean? 8 murders later and you got no leads.
Where would one go to switch off cameras?
Anyway.
Just anywhere.
You
They
can-
could do it from the outside.
If you're on it, yeah, because we got 2 ways. You got hacking, and you've got the hardwire it. So you can just.
There was
literally
no
shut
one.
them
No
down.
one went to the security office to shut them off. They were trying to fix them for those 2 hours, and then just eventually just came back on.
Okay.
They thought it was all just like a bit of a glitch in the system.
Yeah. Could have been jammed, so you could have a local jammer.
So talking to the officers, the neighbours didn't see anything. No neighbours.
Didn't hear anything.
Nothing was heard.
You sure because someone got their heart ripped out and
Yeah.
the skin removed? So
Yes. Because this is on the penthouse, so this is above. The neighbours are on the lower floor.
yeah, but yeah, if he's nailed to the floor, you know what I mean. I'm screaming. I'm pretty sure the person outside.
No one's heard and no one says they've heard anything.
Are they deaf? And we tested them for medical conditions.
The security didn't let anyone in through the front doors, but they do admit that they haven't been checking the back doors.
Am I allowed to torture people?
If you wish to.
I just wondered if the neighbours could be persuaded to let us know if they heard anything.
Maybe let's save the torture for a later episode.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, okay. We need to check the back door.
The way through the back goes through the whole of the building. It's got stairs going all the way up. It contains the kitchen, staff bunk rooms, a small vault, storerooms for all of their stuff, for cleaning supplies and stuff like that. And the bottom leads into the middle hive.
Okay.
So that's how tall this building is. It basically goes up through where it is and then to the top of the hives as well.
Fucking anyone now, that's fine.
Yes.
Imagine those back doors have been used a lot, especially in this dealings with drugs and stuff like that. You know, you're not going to walk through the door.
The staff are currently being interviewed.
I doubt the staff.
But so far the door, it has been seen that the door has been forced, but it's been forced quite well. So it's not. This isn't like just an opportunistic they've come in thingy. This is someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, this is they've got experience. They've planned this out. I mean, 8 murders later, yeah, you know what you're doing.
The staff have said that they did see a few new individuals on the stairs leading up, but no one knew that it was anything dangerous. They just thought they were new staff.
Can you describe them?
They just looked like regular, everyday people. Nothing,
Okay.
nothing
Generic.
nothing thingy.
Nothing stood out. Nothing stood out.
Nothing stood out of them.
Cool. They weren't out of place, as
No.
you could say. Okay. Have they found any evidence that it was multiple people in this room, or just one?
There wasn't just one murderer. You can tell that by some of like the
The way the room.
blood patterns and the way that stuff has gone. It's obvious that this has been that a person has been attacked from multiple angles to get them him down.
Okay, yeah. So it was a well thought out blitz attack.
Yes.
Mm. Well, I'm gonna tell the arbiters you're useless. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Because I don't like them. I'm like, you're useless. You put a guard. We rock.
No one else have anything else they want to?
That's why.
Yeah.
I want to check the back doors.
I think we should check the back stairway and go down and check the.
I want to have a look at the. I want to have one more look at the body because I haven't actually had a look at it.
Okay. Have a check.
One more one again. What do I specifically want to do? I kind of know weapons. Can I see what kind of wounds he has on his bodies that are not the glaringly smashed open body?
Yeah.
40.
Okay, so you know some of the some things about weapons and things like that. So you're able to tell that the edge on the blade was not necessarily it wasn't necessarily like razor sharp.
Yeah.
The blade that did this wasn't blunt, but it wasn't like sharp.
It's not like a well maintained weapon. It could be a well used weapon, an old weapon. It could have been, slightly jagged for this particular reason itself. But they're all blades. There were no other.
Yeah, it's obvious. He obviously was. It's difficult to see because of how much skin has been removed, but there are bruises, broken bones. So he was obviously fighting.
Fighting.
Well,
yeah, it wasn't one well placed kill shot. It was.
He fought.
He fought back, and they kind of dragged it out a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it still doesn't rule out. I mean, really, this still doesn't rule out teenagers. It doesn't rule out local gangs. Doesn't rule out a serial murderer. Doesn't rule out cults, aliens. Doesn't do anything. It just means he died, and he died in a very horrific style. What are these runes on? Let's have a look at these back there.
Okay, so can you make a test for me?
Yeah, sure. 22.
Okay. So again, you feel very, very uncomfortable looking at them. This is not something you enjoyed looking at. They make you feel. They make you in particular feel sick.
Damn it. Nice. Well,
If there is nothing else,
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else in the room I want to look at because I don't think they've stolen anything.
No.
No.
That's it's not obvious anything's been stolen.
Yeah.
It's like there's still a little bit of money. There's still nothing. None of the furniture has been stolen. Nothing like that.
I mean, maybe a bit of drugs got missing, but there's no way to tell because
No.
you were kind of inventory that kind of stuff. Yeah, I suppose we'll go check the back door.
I want to check the stairway.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you going to be doing at this point?
I'll probably just go as well.
So as well,
Yeah,
right?
about-
So can you all roll a perception check for me? This is going to be looking for stuff.
No.
97.
I fall down the stairs.
What
I
did you
die.
roll?
87.
10. I'm on fire today.
Okay, yeah, you are. All right.
You said I was going to be the useless one.
You find a torn piece of fabric with a symbol on it.
Ooh. What's that? What is it? I pick it up.
Okay. Do you want to show it to the other guys?
No, let me have a look first. I don't know these people. They just said hello to me on the trip.
I can show you.
They judged me because I was 5'2". I
Everyone looks down at you.
You want to play a dwarf, and I play the dwarf in the end. Dan's drawing for the viewers at home.
Yeah, I'm quickly just drawing what the symbol looked like because I did have it drawn, but I forgot it.
That's okay. It's okay.
That is what you see.
It looks like 3 broken bones. Have I described that Pictionary very well?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, what will you go for?
No, it's fine. It doesn't look like anything. It's just a symbol.
What were you drawing now?
Just that.
that particularly. Yeah. Okay, I'll show it to the others and be like, does this mean anything to you?
Not right now.
She won't.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Does it mean anything to us?
Okay.
No idea. You recognise it as gang symbols, as it's something that you
It's a gang symbol.
Goddamn gangs.
from a torn piece of fabric.
I mean, you won't know the right gang yourself because they're not.
No.
They're very localised.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can roll to kind of get a bit more information out about this gang?
No.
You just know. it's
You'd
a
have
gang.
to ask people.
Because the universe is so wide, it's not like the Bloods and the Crips. There are many different gangs and they're all different and they don't intermingle because they're stuck in a
You just recognise it as
A gang
a
thing.
gang culture
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a gang culture thing.
Yeah, but it basically it's 3 broken bones or
Yeah,
tusks.
it's basically
Can we go back to the cops and find out if they know where they hang out?
the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell them all about it.
Because they're local, so they should.
I'll give it to you and send you back. And then I'll go ask if they know who
Okay.
these bad
So you're
boys
going
are.
to the door. You're going to ask about the
Yeah.
gang culture, right? So I'll do Will first here. So you do know, when they go up to talk to them, they say, "Yep, we know that gang. They are basically the gang that runs everything in the Underhives here. Pretty much every other gang answers to them.
Yeah, particularly. I know I'm not here, but I'm just curious. Do they have a particular name?
They do, and I will find it.
I didn't know some pushing, whatever that stuff was.
They literally run all of it.
What's that stuff? I can't. Why do I keep thinking of Ventura? What's it called?
Obscura.
Obscura. I keep thinking Ventura.
They're called the Broken Stars.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they basically run everything in town.
They're like the
um,
mafia.
Yeah, every other smaller gang works for them.
Yeah. They can't do anything about their blessing and know
Yeah. So there's no real overall place that they hang out. Basically, they're basically everywhere at this point.
So many questions I want to ask, but I can't. I'm not there.
Do you have anything else you'd like to ask about it?
No, I should come back.
Okay, so going back down.
You know about all that information.
When you get to the door, you can
Is
see.
there anything else down the stairs that would?
No, nothing on stairs now.
Okay.
When you get to the doors, you can see, as I said, you can see they haven't been forced in a way of like kicked down. They've been picked.
Yeah, they've been Jimmy.
Yeah, this is not just a brute force. They've come in and just done this thing. This is someone who knows what they're doing, knows how to break in somewhere. From what you could tell, they've done something with the cameras.
Is there something that I can roll that can tell me what they picked it with?
No. It's obvious that the lock has basically just been broken from the inside.
From the inside?
Yeah, they're
So without looking close at the door, it just looks like it's closed.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it'll always be locked. It'll always be locked.
Can you roll
Okay.
for me?
14.
Jesus Christ, you really are on fire today.
Hot damn.
You can tell that what has actually happened is that this.
I'm clearly chosen.
You can tell that this has actually been it's a hack job. The cameras have been hacked.
God, I hate a hack job. You hate a hack job, Will? I do. Like a prick job, I hate it. So it's hacked.
Yeah, the cameras have been hacked.
I thought so. It's what I would have done. And that's kind of you just do a statewide kind of and hack local area.
Yeah.
I do have a feeling though that it wasn't the gang that did the murder, that they were chasing somebody and that's why they left. That's my feeling about it.
Yeah, sorry, what?
That they were chasing somebody down the stairs. That they didn't actually cause the murder.
So you think one of the biggest crime in the high city was right next to a cult realistic
I
thing?
think that what Cathrine is saying is that what she thinks has happened.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that
No, I'm sorry, anyway, I'm
it's
right
that,
there.
that this guy was part of the gang, and
was...
then someone has killed them, and then the gang have run off after them to try and.
Okay. Oh, okay. No, sorry. I thought you meant there were two separate. Like they were just here. It's a coincidence.
No.
Okay. Okay. No, okay. Well, you know, we don't have evidence to disprove otherwise, so it's a theory.
I don't believe that the murderer was part of the gang. I think the gang was chasing them down the stairs. If that makes sense.
There's only one way to find that answer. That's why I go talking to the gang. That would be a horrible idea. I want to go talk to the useless police again.
Okay.
I need more information about the gang, and I was dying when Will didn't ask anything. I'm like,
I don't know much
can
about
I just call them here? I'm not going. They come to me. Like,
Well, there is a thing that you
come here.
are currently going back to their police station or their station.
yeah, that's fine.
So you could just speak to the higher ups there because they might be able to give you more information.
Yeah, that's but yeah, the guy in that room was very bad at his job. He clearly just like, nothing happened here, nothing to see.
Right. So if you're all done,
What's the time around here, bud?
it's past the 30-minute mark.
Okay, so we've got to wrap this up in a
We're
second.
going to be wrapping up in a
Sorry
second.
guys, we're just trying a new format where it's more
Yeah.
structured to the
Yeah, a
normal.
bit more structured. With that was what that alarm was. It was that was the 30-minute mark. So we know now to be sort of wrapping this up now. But so the last thing to do here is that you guys are getting into the cars at the car. Sorry, you guys are getting into a car.
Do they have cars with 40k?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have
I
a
don't- there's something they don't
a
talk about.
ground vehicle.
Yeah, they don't really
Yeah,
talk
transport.
about it. They don't talk about tanks, don't they?
A tank.
Yeah, but they don't talk about tanks and like upwards to like
So,
Titans.
when you get there, you've got you're being driven by the enforcers through it.
We're gonna
You can
die.
drive.
They're gonna die. They're gonna crash into the close things to clean use.
When you get in, you find that there's actually a comlink in there.
A what?
A comlink. So it's a sort of a communication uplink so that someone can talk to you.
Okay.
So as you get in,
Does it have a screen?
yes,
Oh, I can see you on the other side.
yes, it is your Inquisitor.
Oh, best behaviour. Best behaviour.
So what have you found out?
Nothing.
Not a lot. Not a lot of good stuff. We've got a lead to go to one of the local gangs called the Broken Stars. It doesn't mean they're connected or not. We just know that they were in the vicinity. The victim has had his heart removed and most of his skin. He's been killed violently while basically pinned to the floor by nails, and he has unusual wounds that makes me feel sick, and the rest was very uncomfortable looking at. I found a weapon. I'll kind of show her the hilt, kind of thing, and be like, I've not touched it, I've not used it, but
That looks like a fine weapon. Doesn't look like something that anyone would just have.
yeah, that's what we thought. We found it scattered under the crime scenes. I'm taking it back to the armory for more information.
Okay. Well, you think it's a gang that's doing this then?
Maybe,
No.
Possibly.
maybe we don't know. We don't.
We
have
haven't got
information
enough.
yet.
We haven't got enough information.
Well, while you're down there, try and figure this out.
Yes, boss.
Want it to do it as quick as you can.
We're on it.
Kind of needs you in other places.
Yes, boss.
You're going to be answering to Captain Quint at the station,
Cool.
and whilst he's not there, Gunner's in charge. That's all.
Thanks.
So Gareth's just staring off like,
We're going to need a bigger station.
I can't believe this.
So that is the first part.
We wrap the episode up there.
Yeah, we'll wrap that up there. So they're on their way back to the station.
We have no idea what's going on, and clearly Gunner's in charge because
Yeah.
fuck Gauss. He's clearly only been rolling 10s all game.
Really?
So
It was predetermined. I know.
You told me earlier
What we're
I
going to
was
do-
in charge.
Yeah.
so what we'll do is we'll come back next time for part 2. Catch you guys next time. See what happens. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.